Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at a Fudoumyouou, and lots of gimmicks here. There are blocks, damage walls, and warps, and then also weak points in the center of enemies. So we'll want to bring more Pierce monsters. And then no character has like all of these abilities, so we kind of need to pick and choose. I think that being a Pierce with no damage wall is going to be the most useful. You can kind of work your way around and between the blocks, and then there's not a lot of warps, there's just the two. So you can actually take advantage of them by jumping into one and then knowing that you're going to come out of the other. So yeah, I think Pierce, null damage wall is going to be the best. First character I'm using is, again, one of the best characters that I have, and that is King. And yeah, just ever since I've gotten him, I've used him for a ton of quests. And then the people, the developers of the game, they seem to be making no moves to try to, you know, squish or obsolete King. He just keeps being useful for more and more quests. So, super happy to have him. I gave him the Spirit Crest lately, and that was, yeah, another good decision. But he's a Pierce with null damage wall and null block. He has a good bump combo, the Rewind Blaster, but it doesn't pierce, so it's not going to do great damage here. And then a good strike shot, which we'll see on the last stage. My second character is Juliet, another one of my recent favorites. She's just a Pierce with null damage wall, but very high attack, and then she has a strong bump combo for this quest. It's a Super Meteor Destruction. And that hits in the center of characters, so that can do good damage on one of these little guys. Or on the boss, if the boss has a weak point in his center. And then she has a strike shot where she reveals all of a boss's weak points, which can also help us do more damage. Next up is my brand new Ramieru, the evolution version. She's another Pierce with null damage wall, of course. She has the Yo-Yo Dan bump combo, which can penetrate through characters, so it can hit those weak points, so it's pretty strong for that. And then she has a strike shot where she gets power up and then heals my characters with every hit that she does on them. And that's pretty useful because there's a lot of damage output in this mission. And then last, my friend, is a character that I don't have, and that is Benzaiten Ascension. She is a bounce with null block and drain. So every time she hits an enemy, she'll get some HP back for us. And she has an 8-turn strike shot where she gets null everything, which is nice because that can help her deal with the damage walls and the warps. And then there's also some ability lock in this mission. So that can take away her, you know, her abilities, but with that strike shot she'll pick up, you know, null warp and null damage wall, so no problem there. She also has a Dark Slayer and Counter Slayer, I think, so she can do good damage on everybody in this mission. And then bump combo is a very strong homing shot, which her Slayers go into, I believe, so yeah, pretty powerful. My one bounce character. So here let's use a strike shot. Okay, pretty strong. And then, yeah, as we can see on all of these stages, the damage walls, they only appear on opposite sides. So in this case, if we were just to do a horizontal shot, we'd have a pretty good chance of not hitting those damage walls. This is easier to do with Pierce characters. Bounce characters can do irregular bounds. So using Benzaiten here is a little bit risky. If the damage walls are out and then we get an irregular bound, we might go into the damage wall. And then it's like 10,000 damage per hit to us, so that's pretty damaging. Alright, and then, I forget the guy's name. He's in the center, the Nezumi Zako, I think it is. But he will heal everybody every turn, so we want to get rid of him first. And then we want to get rid of all of the ability locks, so they can't ability lock, of course. And then finally we'll go after the boss. And then the boss, from his hand around that you know, circular area, every couple turns he will do a short range spread. So we want to stay away from him until we are, you know, directly doing damage to him. But yeah, as you can see, I'm doing fine without the majority of my characters with null block. And also without null warp, we're doing okay. So yeah, there with Benzai 10, we just did a real conservative angle, just left and right, and then we had, you know, very low chance of getting into the damage wall. King has the ability lock, so we lose null block, but, you know, we can use the warps so that we can stay out of the damage walls. And then we'll try to do something similar with Juliet here. Okay, no damage, so that's fine. Fudoumyouou, however, is getting close to his ultimate attack, so let's try to take down the boss quickly. Alright, let's use Benzai 10's strike shot. That'll give us, you know, no warp, so we can go through that warp. We have the null block already, so we'll go through the block and then get some Slayer damage into the boss. Alright, let's see if we can take down the boss here. Yeah, a little bit of damage. Alright, and he hits us with his ultimate attack, but thankfully we could survive. And the boss of this mission has lots and lots of hit points, so we really need to keep up the pressure. We need to get rid of the little guys as quickly as possible, and then, you know, do lots of damage to the boss. And then here with Ramiadu, I'm going to use her strike shot in order to heal my guys. If I get some hits on the boss, that is a nice bonus, but yeah, mostly just use it for the healing. Alright, hopefully this does it. No. Ouch. Alright, we'll grab this heart and we'll move on to the next stage. Okay, last stage before the boss sequence. Again, we'll get rid of the Nezumi Kozo. Nezumi Kozo? No, that's not his name. Zakul Nezumi, that's his name. And then, yeah, he's healing all of the other guys, so we definitely want to get rid of him. However, if we have like a good shot on one of the ability locks that we know that we can take one down in that turn, it might be worth going after that first. Because the Zakul Nezumi will only heal guys, not revive them, so... Okay, here with Benzai 10, we'll just do a crazy angle and just try to, you know, spread the damage around. Hopefully take down some guys. Set off some bump combos. Alright, we took down one guy, so that's okay. Yeah, just an 8-turn strike shot, so it's very light. Very easy to use. Yeah, and I've been using Ramiadu a lot last couple days. And she's good, she's strong. Her bump combo is fun. All of these angels that came out, you know, this month, a lot of them have bump combos that kind of act just randomly, and I like those. Those are fun. If you remember Fixed Dice from Final Fantasy VI, yeah, same kind of thing. You don't know if it's going to do a lot of damage or not, so it's kind of fun to wait and find out. Alright, so 2 of my guys are ability locked, but our positioning is good enough that we can, you know, just get in there and do some damage to the boss. And then we'll do the same thing with Juliet here. Okay. Yeah, I'm really liking Juliet. If you saw my last Hero Scroll video, I put that on her. And I want to give her the Spirit Crest as well. After I finish Yamato Takeru 0 with Shinji and Kaoru, I think I'll do that. Okay, same story here on the first boss stage. We had good positioning there, so we were able to get rid of the Zakul Nezumi first turn. And Benzai 10's strike shot is charged up again, so let's use that. And then here I'm perfectly lined up with King, and he's got the null block, so we can go back and forth here. And take down both of them. Great. And there's been a lot of comments again about the coloring of the Kai boss. I like this one. He's gold. That's a pretty cool effect. Makes him seem more premium than his silver version. Alright, here we'll do a very safe shot, just straight up and down. Hopefully not get the irregular bound. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, lots of HP on this boss though. Okay, here I have Juliet set up for a loop hit. However, the loop hit really only works when you have the weak point in your line of fire, because it has its own hitbox. So if that hitbox is in there, then you'll register hits on it, even if you're moving through a very narrow space like she was there. So that's why we didn't get a ton of damage, we only got a little bit. Alright, well, we'll just keep up the pressure here. And then Juliet's meteor bump combo did a little extra damage there because it hits in the center of an enemy, and then the weak point was in the center of that boss there. Okay, next boss stage. Here I saw that Juliet could kind of go down like a staircase, you know, do some damage to each guy as she was going down. So that worked out. That's an example of using the blocks to your advantage. Okay, we were able to take down the Zakul Nezumi. So now we can concentrate on getting rid of the ability locks. And here I'm hoping for not an irregular bound. Whoops. So yeah, big damage there. Okay, here again, we'll play it safe. Whoops, not safe enough though. I would have liked to have gotten the ability lock there. Alright, that'll get him. Okay, here I should have a good shot at the loop hit. That's pretty good. The critical helps, but yeah, lots and lots of HP on this boss, so still need to keep working at it. Here I took another chance, hoping for not the irregular bound. Okay, that was good. Alright, and then here again, since we have the ability lock, we'll do a real safe angle, just up and down. Okay. Definitely a lost turn, though, in terms of doing damage to the boss. We'll see what we can do here with Juliet. Yeah. But there you saw that, you know, without the weak point, you know, we can't hit, you know, as we're going back and forth through that little space. So that's why we need the weak point in order to do loop hits. So let's try this again with Fudoumyouou, this time with the strike shot for a multiplier to her attack. Alright, not quite enough to take her down. Thankfully, we were able to survive that attack. So we'll grab the gold heart. Very good. Hopefully take down the boss. Okay. Okay, last stage. Alright, here there are two of the Zakul Nezumi, so we definitely want to take those down first. And then I'm going to use King Strike Shot just to make sure that I get rid of all the guys down there. And in case you were wondering, I'm still reading Nanatsu no Taizai, which is what King is from. I'm on issue like 19 right now, and yeah, still pretty darn good. If you haven't checked out the comic, the artwork is very good. It's kind of a Western style, like a drawing style, mixed with Japanese, so it's very cool. Alright, but the Zako Nezumi are gone. We'll get some healing in from Benzaiten's Drain. Keep focusing on getting rid of the ability locks, and then finally we can go after the boss. Okay, nice yo-yo there. Alright, let's use Juliet Strike Shot. It reveals all of a boss's weak points. So yeah, hopefully we can get the weak points out, get some hits in there, and then do some damage to the boss. Whoa! Yeah, Juliet is strong. She's one of my favorites for sure. Alright. So that was my first clear of a Fudoumyouou Kai. Wasn't too difficult. This was my second attempt. First attempt I used like Miroku and Lancelot. And then I saw that more Pierce characters are better, so I went for that. But it might be kind of dependent on which characters you're using. I did use 3 limited characters, so I apologize for that. And there he is, Fudoumyouou Kai. Alright, let's skip ahead. Let's look at what his sub-bump combos are. Okay, there they are. And then Fudoumyouou, he is a power type, so he's slow. He is a bounce with no gravity barrier, no damage wall. He's not super needed anywhere, except for Devadatta. He's really good for Devadatta. But I have said this, that Devadatta is not super necessary to make the max luck of, because you could get Tsukuyomi and get pretty much the same use out of that, so just a little note up front. But anyways, Fudoumyouou, he has the 10-shot homing of the all element, and then he's got the meteor. This is the one that drops 6 randomly around the field and doesn't do a lot of damage. And also, because Fudoumyouou is a power type, all of these bump combos are going to be even weaker than your usual sub-bump combo, so I don't know if you can really count on any of these to be a good source of damage. Next up is the 8-way laser, which is good for setting off counterattacks. And then the one after that is the super lightning, which does the same amount of damage as the super meteor destruction, 200,000. But he is a power type, and it is a sub-bump combo, so it'll do much less damage. But actually it's the same as Yamato Takeru Kai's meteor. And I've been using that for a while, and it's a pretty good source of damage. So if you're looking for pure damage, then this would be the best one of all of these. And then the last sub-bump combo is the Speed Up S. This is great for Fudoumyouou to have, because you can use him with a character with a Blast Bump combo. Fudoumyouou can hit that character and get the speed up for himself, which is very helpful for him. And then, especially for people that like to play the Tower of Champions with a free party, Fudoumyouou is good for floor 24 of the Tower of Champions, but he is slow. With the speed up, this will really help him get more healing in the healing walls, and then you know, get around and get more other bump combos out from the other guys. So yeah, it could be useful for that. But I'm a little sad that he got this sub bump combo, because that makes Izanagi Kai with the speed up S even more useless. Yeah, Izanagi Kai, he is a bounce with no damage wall. Fudoumyouou is also that, but he has no gravity barrier on top of that. So if you did get the speed up version of this Fudoumyouou Kai, that kind of obsoletes that version of Izanagi, which is sad. I personally will not be making the max luck of Fudoumyouou, so I don't really care which one of these I get. Speed up would be great if you wanted to increase Fudoumyou's like direct attacks for moving around and kind of being a support character. I would get the lightning if you were more interested in damage. I believe this lightning has a small chance to stun guys, so if you also wanted a small support ability, that could be interesting for that as well. Okay, good luck with the quest, and we'll see you again. Take care.